Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 35 of Goodbye Bullshit, Hello Happiness. I'm glad that you're joining me either live or watching this later. Today's topic is purpose versus achievement. This past week on the Holistic Unicorns, the guidance, affirmations, and the work that we did was um, on purpose, and I thought it's a good idea to talk about that in here as well because I think there's a confusion where between purpose and achievement, and we get those two confused in our lives. So, purpose by definition is a reason for which something is created or for which it exists. And achievement, by definition, is a thing done successfully by effort and or skill. So achievement becomes more of an action, whereas purpose is a state of being. Um, Purpose is something internal. Again, if you think about a reason for something to be created, it's more internal. An achievement, since it's an action, it's more of an external thing. Now, with achievement, there's nothing wrong with achievement and doing um, things successfully. The, but if we make achievement the main focus of our existence and also attach achievement to external things that, you know, we're achieving it to get recognition, to get love, to get money, then that's when we lose sight of purpose. So achievement by itself is not the issue, is the when we make it the main part of our existence and we attach it to all those external things, that then we are losing sight of our purpose, which our purpose is simply to exist. We came into these physical forms to experience life, to create, not just for ourselves, but co-create in this universe with the universe itself. So there's a co-creation with the universe and a co-creation with those people around us. And if we can also bring achievement into that without those attachment or making a main focus, then they work together more appropriately and more powerful. And so going back to purpose now again, which is that my existence into this physical form is my purpose. And my purpose in this physical form is to experience life. And part of that experience is the duality of life. And if we look at it as kids, when you know you're infants and you're born and up to a certain age, you use the duality and those borders around you to be able to define your environment, to be able to walk, to be able to talk, to be able to run, distinguish. So the duality and those borders help you distinguish. And so, as same thing is true when we come into the physical form, that duality of life where we're calling light and shadow, good, bad, whatever you want to call it, those experiences that you're having, help you understand more about the physical form, this physical existence, and the purpose of creation as well. So the duality serves us at the beginning um, more as a way for us to learn how to create our lives, how we create things. And once we learn that part of it, then we get to co-create not just with the universe, but with the people around us. And then we go from the duality into the oneness of life, that and seeing that everybody is here to exist and co-create together. Now, again, going back to achievement now one more time, is that so most people are focusing on the achievement part of things where um, again, doing things successfully either by effort, and that's another programming that we've been taught, that everything we do in life has to have an effort, and with effort we've put a definition that it has to be hard, it has to be um, struggle in it. So, and the more you struggle, then the bigger the achievement, which is another programming that maybe at another time we'll talk about it, to release and let go. Um, but for achievement, when we are making that our focus, that we need to achieve these things in order to be loved. We need to achieve these things in order to be recognized and accepted in the society. We need to achieve these things to be able to get the money. All of that stuff that again is external. It comes down to us not feeling worthy, not feeling loved, not feeling enough. And so we're constantly trying to achieve outside of ourselves to gain, to be recognized and gain the love and acceptance, and fill that hole of not being enough. So releasing the attachment to the achievement and working more on the purpose of that I simply exist, and that is enough. My existence in this physical form, and to experience life, experience the duality, to be able to create and co create, and to go from a state of duality into oneness, that is enough. I am enough. And the more you bring more focus into that purpose of being enough, and your existence simply being enough, then the achievements become easier, and that attachment to achievement goes away, so it doesn't become the main goal of your life and life purpose. Now, one more thing about duality in this space that we live in. Duality comes as, again, for the boundaries of your existence. So I need to figure out how to be and how to create. And the best way I know how is that I have to experience what I like and what I don't like. If I take you to a buffet, there's lots of foods. You're not gonna know what you like. You're gonna look at the food. You haven't tasted any of these food, or even if you have, you haven't been to this particular restaurant to know if they do it well or not. So you would want to try out different things and see whether you like it or not. Where, okay, you know, and even when you try something, you may go back again and say, oh, I liked it before, but now I don't want it anymore. I don't like it anymore. So, thinking about the experiences in life and duality in life is sort of like that, going to a buffet, that you need to have enough, you know, play with your taste buds enough to understand and see what is it that I like. So in the duality, in that buffet, you get to experience the different kinds of food and see what you like. And from that, then you can even create your own type of the things that you want. For example, okay, I went to this buffet and I really love their pasta. Now let me go create this pasta for myself and see how it is. So as you're going through your daily life and as you're going through what we've called struggle, and again, another time to go through the definition of whole struggle, that everything that's happening to you, if you start to change your focus to that I am enough because I simply exist. My existence is enough. And from that perspective, that everything is coming to you in this experience, it's a buffet for you to figure out, first of all, what you like, what you don't like, in order to be create. Now, those experiences are your buffet. Those experiences are trying to teach you about yourself, to release and let go of all those things that you've carried because of that feeling that you were not enough, you weren't loved, you weren't, and all those things that you're trying to get from the outside. So you find it inside yourself. And again, that is your purpose. To create, to be able to create, you need to be able to get back in touch with yourself. The purpose is internal. And once you see those experiences as gifts for you to find yourself, find your boundaries, and find how you want to create in this world, in this physical form, then your achievements from that place becomes more in line with your purpose. So if you're achieving without that purpose in mind, without the internal being intact and is always an external thing, then the two are not aligned. But part of the goal, again, for this physical existence is for you finding out your true self, meaning that I exist, I am enough, my existence is enough in this world, and I'm here to experiment and experience with life in order to see what I like, what I don't like, and how do I create. Learning how to create is part of that experience. Seeing that you have choice is part of that experience. All of those things, again, as a kid, you're placed in toddler, infant, all those stages have their own uh, purpose when you come physical purpose, and you're learning and you're trying different things to see how you do things. And same thing is true as a being, a light being, however you want to call it, as a soul that comes into these physical forms, is the same thing at the beginning of our life. Part of it is the experience, the experiment to see how to create, and therefore that whole, whatever you want to call it, struggle, existence, all of that is necessary. And so put more focus on, I would say, the internal work which guides you to your purpose, which by stating that I am enough, I exist and I'm simply enough for this existence, and I'm here to experiment and experience life. And from that perspective, then clean out and clear out, or sort of like fill your own bucket with your own love and acceptance and acknowledging yourself. And once you achieve that internally, once you get to that place of love and acceptance, once you get to that place that you recognize that you are enough and you are worthy, and then with that, achievement comes in line, and with that, then you are also saying that I'm worthy of receiving. Everybody works on abundance. You know, there are all these workshops, and you know, you do all these vision boards and everything, because everybody again wants to achieve abundance. And most people, the way they go about achieving abundance, it's an external thing that I need to achieve these things. I need to do these things in order to be enough, in order to be worthy of receiving that abundance. So, again, going back, the first part of the equation is going back inside. Once you feel that worthiness, that you are enough and you love and you accept yourself, from that place, then everything else, you get connected to that flow. And once you're connected with that flow, and you know now, you feel it inside of you that you are worthy and deserving and you are enough. And then you're not blocking any of all that stuff that's flowing to you. You receive it with gratitude, you receive it with love, and you open yourself to the world of possibilities that's out there, that's in constant flow and it's coming to you. Um, so your purpose is your existence in this physical form. You are here to, just like a buffet that you're going into, to experience life, the duality of life, to use that duality as a learning tool to be able to learn how to function in this physical form and how to be in order to be able to create. And once you've got that duality and creation down, then you go into, now let me co-create with the universe and co-create with others. But that first step of that is very important, because that's the place that you get to learn how to love yourself. You get to learn that you are enough. You get to learn that you are worthy. And from that place, then, when you create and you co-creating with others and with the universe, you open yourself up to be able to receive all that is flowing out there that you're a part of, and you're not no longer blocking anything, but you're receiving it and you're open to receiving it with love and gratitude. So let that be your mantra. I am enough, I exist. Let your existence be enough, and fuel that with your purpose of existing in this physical form, and get your achievements in line with your aligned with your purpose. And also remember that ultimately we're all here to be of service. Now, being of service is not doesn't have to be that, again, when you're doing it from a heart, it flows out of you naturally to be of service. But then when we make being of service as an achievement externally and not aligned with our purpose, that's when it gets kind of wonky. However, if we do even that part of being of service from our heart center, it can be just a smile. It can be that you're there when somebody needs you without any effort, because you're part of that flow, and it's flowed you to this person's life that at that moment they needed you and you showed up. Um, or an organization, whether not everything needs to be about a nonprofit. It can be a workplace that you sort of ended up in this workspace, and those people, the work that you're doing is important, and that's being of service. So even being of service when it's from your heart center and from a place that you know you are enough and your existence is enough and you love and accept yourself, then your achievements are aligned with that, and you being of service is a natural part of your purpose. Kimya's here. Hi, Kimya. She's always, thank you for all your love and support. I appreciate you. Um, so I hope this was a good conversation for you guys. Practice it. If you like, join the Solistic Unicorns. There are 3 different membership levels, and on a weekly basis, I pick a topic and give guidance and affirmations that help reprogram and restructure. Um, but whatever tools you are using, um, just make sure the internal work is really important, and you getting in that place of feeling enough, feeling worthy, feeling love for yourself, then everything else flows naturally out and everything else aligns naturally. Your achievements, purpose, everything comes together. Kimia, you're awesome. Thank you guys. And thank you for being live and talking to me. And for those of you that watch later, if you have any questions, comments, please text me, write in the comment section. I'll get back with you. Go out there and just feel your existence. Enjoy that buffet of life that is full of different experiences. Um, and one more thing I'd like to add, actually, it just came to me with the buffet comment. Let's let go of those rules of good and bad, because just like a buffet that, sometimes you enjoy something sour and sometimes you're in a mood for something sweet, sometimes you're in a mood for something spicy, sometimes you're in a mood for something bland and comforting, or whatever that is. But at each moment you are in a mood for a particular taste and a particular experience. So think of all those experiences just like, hey, I'm tasting something sour, I'm tasting something bitter, I'm tasting something sweet, and I'm tasting something spicy, rather than making it those experiences label, this is bad, this is good. And that way you get to enjoy the buffet of life and all the experiences that's coming to you maybe a little bit more. All right, love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Happy Tuesday. And thank you. Always grateful for you guys for showing up. Love you all. Thank you. Be well. Bye.